Hot 94.1, the Rhythm of the Valleys. Romeo, already 4254777. So let's talk about the single life a little bit. Is the single life, is it better than being in a relationship? And I would say probably for almost everybody, a relationship is better. You can't live the single life forever. You know, it's fun when you're young. It's fun when you're, amazing shape. It's fun to just have a good time. But I think as you get older, you want to settle down. I think most of you will find that. And I have a friend of mine. Now he's 42? He's 42 years old. He was married. Got married. He was one of those guys got married, high school sweetheart, all that, got married. Now, he got divorced just a couple of years ago. I want to say it was 3 years ago. 3 years ago. But I mean, this guy's, so he was 39? I think 39 when he got divorced. And he had a great job, has a house, makes really good money. He's a good guy, okay? And the single life for him in Bakersfield, I got to tell you, if you are and this is why it's gonna be a weird conversation. So if you are a guy in Bakersfield and you own a house, you have a good job, you make a little bit of money, you're not, some broke dude living with your mom, you would be amazed the range of women that are willing to date you. From age to hotness, just the range of women that are willing to go out with you, right? And nowadays we live in this world where you have 40, 50-year-old women that take great care of themselves and they work out and they're in great shape and they're attractive, they're not as attractive as the 25-year-old version of them, but you know what I mean. So a guy, he was living the life. He had at both ends of the spectrum. He could date the 20-somethings, the 30-somethings, the 40-somethings, right? Because of his age range. Now, he's been single for, 3 years? I think 3 years, because I think he's 42 now. We just had his birthday a few months ago. Well, yesterday, we were out playing golf, and we go in the clubhouse, have a couple of beers afterwards, and he asked me about settling down. He says, I just, it's been great. Being single's been great. But he wants to settle down. And he was telling me because he met a woman and she has a couple of kids. She's divorced, couple of kids. They met, they hit it off. They've been seeing each other for a little bit. And he's thinking, he might settle down with her. And I hear you guys talk all the time about marriage. Oh, I would never get married again if I got divorced. Why? Or the single, being single so great. Is it really? At a certain age in your life, or at a certain point in your life, is being single really better? I don't know that it is. I think the problem is most of you are so desperate and insecure and lonely that you will make bad decisions in the people that you date. You don't look for the right person. Already 4254777. But is it better? Is being single really better? I don't know if it is. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the Rhythm of the Valleys. Romeo, talking about the single life. Is being single really better? Already 4254777. Hey, Romeo, when it comes to being single, it just depends on how old you are. When you're young and single, it is a great time. Now, after you start establishing your life, making a little bit of money, wanting to settle down, then it's when you should settle down. Being single is great when you're young, but nobody wants to be that old man at the bar picking up on women. You just look like a creep. It's funny that you say that because when I was in college, my buddy owned a bar. And yeah, there was always one old guy at the bar trying to hit on college girls. Good morning, Al. What's going on?
Morning, Romeo.
Hey, what's up?
You guys are talking about if being single is better.
Yeah.
No, it's not. Especially when you're older, it's not. My ex, he's like, I hate being single. I should have worked out my marriage.
How old is he?
He's 40. No, he's 50 already.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah, so no, it sucks. Really, I was single for a while too. It sucks.
All right. Well, thanks for calling. Later.
All right.
Bye. Already 42547. Hey, Romeo, I just want you to know that being single in Bakersfield is great at any age, especially now that I have a little bit of money. I got a good job. I make good cash. I own my own home. I have a nice truck. So when I go out, I have my pick of the litter because of these Bakersfield women. You know, I can't disagree with that argument, to be honest with you. If you are, I mean, you're right about that. These Bakersfield women are a different breed when it comes to that. They want a good, stable man with a job and responsibility, and they have no problem going out with you, whether they're younger than you or older than you. It's just not, it's not. I always think of LA when I talk about Bakersfield. LA, you got to be fit, you got to have a good job, you got to make millions, you got to drive a nice car. It's real flashy and real superficial. So, fat and skinny matters in LA. But in Bakersfield, I think he's right, man. A lot of Bakersfield women look for stability. And if you're a good dude, if you're a good dude with stability, yeah, you might be right about that. Already 42547. It's Romeo outside of the 4.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo. So let's talk about the single life. A friend of mine, this came up because a friend of mine, he's been single for about 3 years, right? And he said he loved it. He was just loving being single. And I saw him yesterday, and he was telling me how he met a woman. She got a couple of kids. They're starting to get a little serious. And he was like, it's great. And I was like, well, what happened to the single life? I thought the single life was amazing. I guess it's not as great after a while. Already 42547. Rome. I don't think being single is better. I feel like you don't know what life is really about. You live life day by day. We like with little to no responsibility, or you have nothing to look forward to. I don't know. My brother's been single for as long as I can remember, like 12 years, and he is so irresponsible. Drinking all night, has no goals. So you're saying your brother needs a woman to straighten his life out? Is that what you think? I mean, how old is he? Is he enjoying his life? Okay. You said he has no goals. That's, I guess, yeah. All right. Already 42547. Hey, Romeo. These Bakersfield women are all gold diggers. All you need is a house, a job, and a car, and you'll never be alone in Bakersfield. Okay. It's quite a statement to make. Already 42547. The single life. How good is it? It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo talking about being single, right? Is being single really better? A lot of you that are single think it's better until you realize it's not. Already 42547. Good morning, Hot. What's going on?
Hey, Romeo. I want to comment on the text messages you just read on the line on the radio.
Yeah, what do you got?
The guy who says that all you need is a house, a car, now that you don't need a woman.
Oh, don't cuss. Okay.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cuss. I apologize.
That's fine. Go ahead.
He's full of crap. He must be ugly because women out here nowadays, they have a house, they have a car. So their lives are fulfilled. They don't need a man for that.
Yeah, but even those women are responsible enough to know they want a responsible man. You see what I'm saying? So
the standards are a little bit higher.
By him saying, I think where he sounded like an idiot was by calling women gold diggers. But a woman who can take care of herself doesn't want some dude who's driving a Saturn and living with his mom She wants a woman who, she wants a guy who also has kind of the same thing she does.
Yes.
So I think that I think he's right, but I think he sounded like the idiot the way he put it because he stereotyped all women, and that's not how all women are in Bakersfield.
That's very true.
So yeah.
Also about the girl talking about her brother. I don't think there's going to be a woman out there in the world that wants a man with no gold.
Exactly.
So, I mean, good luck to her. If you're listening, good luck to you.
Yeah.
I hope he changes his life. You know, we'll put those good luck blessings his way.
Sure. All right. Are you single or married?
I am single. I'm a single mother. I have my own house, my own car, and if and when I'm ready to date, I'm going to want somebody at that same level as mine.
How long have you been single?
Oh, God. I think long enough to be stuck in my ways. About 10 years, maybe.
Why did you stay single so long?
The last person I dated, obviously, was my daughter's father.
Okay.
He's 10. And I've tried a couple times, but just problems. I mean, again, when it goes to irresponsibility, money, not having a vehicle, asking me for rides, things like that. I'm like, no, I'm not about that.
I got you. Fair enough. That's fair. There's a lot of those losers in Bakersfield, too. All right.
Well, I don't want to be like that guy and call all men losers because that's not true. There's some very great men out there, but I just...
Okay.
Yeah, the standards are a little bit higher.
Well, but that's the problem. That's not a problem, but that's the makeup of Bakersfield. You have all these women out in Bakersfield who are looking for some responsibility in a guy. But we have a lot of guys out here who care more about their muscles than their goals.
Mm-hmm.
And
that's true.
Then when you start running into these guys that, have a house, have a car, have a job, they start to look a little bit more attractive than, and it's a weird dynamic in Bakersfield. It's a very weird dynamic when it comes to men in Bakersfield.
It truly is.
All right.
That's why I'm going to move out of town to date.
Oh, gosh. There's good men here. Stop. All right. Bye. All right, 42547-7. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo. All right, 842-547-7. Yo, single, as you get older, I'm finding out less stressful and better. Okay. Okay. All right, 842-547-7. Yo, Rome, tell my sister I'm happy. Oh, the guy that's got no goals? That's pretty funny. Hey, Romeo, why are people upset that Bakersfield women are looking for men who have a home, a car, and a job? What else are they supposed to have? That's more than most men have. Well, I think she was just, the way the guy said it is all women in Bakersfield are gold diggers, okay? Even women who want a man with a house, a job, and a car are not gold diggers. It's just the way he said it in his text message. That's why she was upset, okay? There are still women out there that can have their own stuff. Although I should have asked her if how she got her house, because she did say she was with her baby's father. She'd been single for 10 years. If she got the house in the divorce or how that worked out. There's a lot of women out there in Bakersfield that cry how independent they are, but they got an ex paying for stuff. They still collecting child support and alimony, and that house came from their ex who cheated on them. But yeah, so there's a lot of women out there that do that. But Bakersfield is just a different place than a lot of other places. And had he not said gold diggers, he probably would have been, got a lot more women on the side. Because to be honest with you, if you got a job, if you got a house, if you got a car, those are signs of responsibility. That's what women don't want to hear. Women want to say they got a house, they got a car, how responsible they are. But if a single man does it, they don't want to look at that and go, well, that's a responsible man. Hey, what's good for the goose, good for the gander, right? And that's what women are looking for in Bakersfield. Whether they're younger or whether they're older, they're looking for that responsibility. They don't want that guy that went and spent $70,000 on a truck and still lives in an apartment with his mom. They want that guy for about, 6 months. You know what I'm saying? Already 42547 It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley is Romeo. We're talking about being single. I just missed this guy's text message. I do have something to say about this a little more, by the way, but let me read what he said. Rome, being single has its pros and cons. You can't live with them. Can't live without them. It's funny that you say that. I was out actually Saturday. Now, I was I went to a few different places. I was out and about. I was down at the Eagles for a little while for the Chilivera cook-off. Then I went over to Luigi's. Then I went to Pyrenees. But being out, when I walked in to Pyrenees, I must have saw what appeared to be, and I don't know if that was what it was, but what it appeared to be was about 25 single women all hanging out in different groups, just looking like they were waiting for somebody to talk to them. Now, that's just what it appeared to me as I'm looking and paying attention to what's going on around the room. And obviously, everybody knows Luigi's a great place. But it's crazy when you go out and you pay attention. Every place was packed. There were places everywhere was packed on Saturday. I went to 4 or 5 different places. They were all packed. And, but it amazes me. There are some of you women out there who I know who say, oh, I can't find a man. I can't find a man. I'm looking. I can't find one. Well, where are you going, first of all? Dating apps are not the thing. I'm going to tell you right now. Dating apps are not the way. There's too many options. You have to have a finite group to choose from, okay? But where are you going? I see single people everywhere I go in Bakersfield, men and women. So why are you having such a hard time finding a date or finding a man or a woman or finding a partner? Why are you having such a difficult time? They're everywhere. At least that's right. Everywhere I'm hanging out, I see them everywhere. I went to lunch the other day with a couple of buddies of mine. They were over at Social House. And there must have literally been, now I don't know how many of these guys were single. The only reason I'm saying this because I know a couple of women who are saying they can't find a guy. There must have been about, I would say probably 25 guys, all in their work shirts, driving their company trucks, all having lunch together. Now, I don't know how many of them are single, but they can't all be that. Some of them have to be. I mean, the odds are pretty good if you're a single woman looking for a guy with a job, looking for a guy who's probably legitimate. So I don't know what the hell you people are doing to not be able to find somebody. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo, RD42547. Yo, Rome, how can you say that dating apps don't work? I be getting a lot of women from dating apps. Well, the reason I say dating apps don't work is not because you can't get dates. They're great for getting dates. They're horrible for finding the right person. If you want to just go out and sleep with go on any of them, just pick one. They're great for that. But if you're actually looking for someone to settle down with, dating apps are not good because you have too many options. You're always scrolling for the next option. You're always looking for what's next. That's the problem with dating apps. And unfortunately, that's how human beings are just wired. Think about when you're watching videos on TikTok. How many videos on TikTok do you scroll through in a minute? I mean, how many videos on Instagram or pick your whatever do you scroll through? That's what dating apps are. Dating apps are just scrolling for the next person, the next best thing. That's why you can never find a real relationship on a dating app. Yes, you can get a lot of dates. Yes, you can go ahead and have a lot of sex if that's what you're looking for. Okay? RD42547. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. 4.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo. RD42547. Hey, Rome, why would you tell people dating apps aren't good, not to use them, and tell them to limit themselves? Well, because you have to limit yourself. I'm just saying, a dating app, you cannot have the whole world as an option if you're out there trying to settle down. It's not possible. It'll never work. You'll always be looking for the next best thing in your town, in the state, in the next state, in the country, in another country. If that's what you're looking for, you have to have a finite people to choose from when it comes to settling down, or else you'll never find somebody, because you'll always be thinking it's that simple to swipe right and find something better. That's why I say that. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valleys. Romeo, what'd you send me? Something about being single? Oh, here you go. Hey, Rome, being single is good depending. I'm happy in being in a relationship, but like my homie, he's better off being single. He's always coming to work in a sad mood. He tells me he does all the man things around the house while also doing a lot of the other home chores around the house. His biggest thing is his girl doesn't show any appreciation to him. And now he's been telling me that his girl doesn't compliment him in any way like she used to. He compliments her, I hear, and see it all the time when he tells her. Another thing, he says that she'll just sit there and scroll through the gram for hours at a time, goes into other rooms in the house just to sit and be on her phone. My homie's a good-looking guy and successful. I have homegirls that are ready to jump on his, and hubby him up. I feel like telling him to move on and enjoy that single life. What do you think, Rome? I have a buddy of mine, by the way, who's same way. There's about 5 or 6 women that are waiting for his wife to actually leave him or screw up so that he can, so that they can grab him. Unfortunately, that's the problem with guys. Women always say there's not a lot of good men out there, right? All the good men are taken. A lot of good men are out there being taken advantage of by their wives. And they're not, and these guys are such good guys, they don't want to leave them because, they probably still care and love them, or they have kids with them and they just don't want to get out. I know a guy, I know the same guy, bro. In fact, we might be talking about the same guy. I know the same guy. He does everything. Great guy, good father, good husband. Wife's kind of, I don't know about the wife. The wife seems to do questionable activities. But yeah. And does your homie always defend his wife? I mean, this guy does. When the reality is you see something totally different. So I just unfortunately I don't know what these guys should do. I mean, I think I don't know. But wouldn't that be the definition of a good guy? Would we call him a good guy or we call him an idiot? What would we call your homeboy or my friend? Their lives could be so much better with a different person who really wants to be with them. I was having that conversation with somebody over the weekend with a woman. Your life can be so much better with a man that wants you to be with him. That isn't always saying, I got to go on a guy's trip. I got to go do this. No, I want you to go. We all want you to go. And yeah, so I mean, it's sad. So what do I think? I think that these men should leave these women is what I think. But sometimes the grass is greener on the other side. They always say that, sometimes the grass is greener on the other side. And I wish that some of you would see that. RD4254-7-7. It's Romeo. It's Hot 84.1. Hot 84.1, the rhythm of the valleys. Romeo, RD4254-7-7. So a guy texted me something. He said his homeboy, I guess, is a pretty successful dude, good-looking guy, but his wife takes advantage of him. She doesn't really help out around the house. She's always on her phone, on TikTok or Instagram or whatever. She tells that his girl doesn't compliment him in any way. He compliments her. I hear and see it all the time. He's just talking about his or Instagram. Goes in the other room, sits on her phone. So basically, he was telling me, what do I think about that? RD4254-7-7. Hey, Romeo, you need to tell that girl, that wife, that's how you get cheated on. Not paying attention to your man, especially if you got a good man. He'll go step out. Believe me, there are women out there that will take your man because you're not doing enough to keep him. Well, there are women out there that will take your man. I mean, we have seen that. RD4254-7-7. Yeah, she needs to, I don't know. But yeah, you're right. There are women out there that will take a good man from a bad woman. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo, a guy texted me about being single. Some people should be single. He says his homeboy is married to some woman who takes advantage of him. She's always on Instagram. She doesn't cook. She doesn't compliment him. He has to do all of the work around the house or most of the work around the house. And he was asking me what I thought about it. I think he should leave. I don't know why you guys would not. If you're not getting what you want in your relationship, I don't know why you don't leave. Especially if you're a good-looking guy with a successful career. There's so many women out there waiting for you right now to be so much better. I don't know why you stay. RD4254-7-7. Good morning, Nat. What's going on?
It's like he married a child. I know so many women who don't cook, and I'm coming from a family. My mom's old; she's like 80 or something, but she never cooked. And if you do that, you're not going to have kids who want to eat at your house. Eat someplace else. Your husband's going to want to eat someplace else. Those types of women are children. You know, some guys are like that too, video games and whatever. But you have to come back to reality. You have to get off that phone.
Yeah, I'm going to say this about cooking. I don't mind the not cooking. But if you're addicted to a phone,
oh my God!
Well, because I know
look up a recipe.
I know plenty of guys that know how to cook. I know how to cook. I don't care if you cook or not.
Yeah, but both people don't need to know how to cook in a relationship. They both need to know how to cook. They both need to want to cook for their family, even if they cook bad and they add a lot of ketchup. But you have to be able to care for your family on both ends. If you don't, you're pretty selfish and you're a child. You need to go away.
Okay. I'm not going to argue with your logic. I do think that women need to, or men and women both need to stay off their phones when it comes to their relationships. But hey, what are you going to do?
You know? I don't know. Don't try not to marry a child.
Well, that's why somebody said your man. You lose a good man by being a bad woman. I mean, it happens all the time. You know?
I know, but that's usually their foreplay because he knows who he married.
Well,
he knows who he married. He's like, oh, I like this. She's good at such and such. Okay. You know, she lets me put it in that area. Yeah, it's foreplay.
Okay. All right. Thanks for calling.
Bye.
I mean, you can't argue with her logic because what she's saying to some extent is very accurate, right? I mean, how many of you guys, I know a guy, this guy sent me the text message saying that he's got a homeboy who's a good man, successful man, loves his wife, but she takes advantage of him, right? I mean, I know a guy like that, and I know about 4 or 5 women that are waiting for him to get divorced so they can have him. But there are women that will take him. You know, he just hasn't met that one yet. But I mean, what are you supposed to do? RD4254-7-7. I don't understand that. What I don't understand is why a good man or a good woman would stay with somebody that takes advantage of them when there is somebody out there that will not and will want to be with them. And like she said, like the last woman that just called said, both be able to take care of the family. RD4254-7-7. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo. So we were talking about this guy texted. He was talking about a good man, right? He said, my buddy's a good man. His wife takes advantage of him. What do I think? I think he should leave. RD4254-7-7. Yo, Rome. I'm a single woman out here looking for a good man. What's that guy's phone number? I have no problem taking a good man from a bad woman. Some of us women out here want a good man. That's what I'm saying. But let me ask you this question. Is he a good man if you take him from a woman? RD4254-7-7. Good morning, out. What's going on?
Hey, what's going on, Romeo? It's me, Angel.
Angel, what's up, man? That was a football game. What happened?
Man, oh my God, 41-0. Let's just Falcons. Well, listen, bro, we got a situation in our hands. So, me and my wife every Sunday we go to Winco.
Yeah,
I'll put it out there. And when we go to Winco, now we started noticing all these women not wearing bras, man. And it's getting to where they have white tank tops on. Like you see the whole prescription.
Hey, let me ask you, Angel, are they older women or younger women? When I say like 40s, 35, 40s, or they're 20s?
My wife said they're like in their mid 25 to 35.
Okay.
I mean, these are nice, man. You're talking about best quality, right? and we look and she looks and we both smile at each other. And the woman's there having a full-blown conversation, like, what do you think about these pecans? And and we're just there, and I'm smiling, and we're smiling, Rome. I didn't know what to say. I felt like fainting, and I said, you know what? I love Bakersfield, man.
Well,
and here goes the other one. So last night her phone went off, and she said, hey, do you mind if I browse through your phone to your TikTok or your Instagram? Oh, go ahead, honey. She goes straight to my DM. I didn't know. Right? Don't laugh. I didn't know that there's a little thing where you could accept, not accept, or if you don't know the people, not even have a hassle and turn that feature off.
Okay.
I had 280 DMs, bro.
And you didn't know about them?
All the way to her job right now.
She mad?
I didn't know that. I had no idea.
Did she believe you?
And what's that?
Did your wife believe you?
Well, she had all my information. She has all my logins to her. Every time anybody messages me, it goes to her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I mean, I put on there happy wife, happy life, and a picture of her, and holding, you know what I mean. But the whole concept is that social media will tear you apart.
It will, because there are women out there.
Social media will leave you breathless.
Yeah.
I love Bakersfield. Rome, you have a great Monday, man.
Later, Angel. Here's the thing about it. And that goes right back to what we just saying. A good man women want a good man. And they will take your man if you're a good man, if they believe you're a good man. Now, social media we know is all fake. So there are women on social media looking at these good men going, hey, I need that guy. Because the perception is he's a good man on social media. So, I mean, you put a picture of you and your wife out there on social media and someone's going, wait a second, look how this man loves his woman. Then you start to realize, hey, maybe I could take that man. And as far as the not wearing bras goes anymore, I do believe that women are now, the trend is changing in society, where women are now trying to get your attention, guys. They want to meet you in real life. So when they're out and about, like I said, I was at 2 or 3 bars on Saturday. I seen plenty of women just sitting there waiting for men to talk to them. And you guys got to realize that. Things are different. I think things are going back a little bit different to where women are out there, especially these 30-something-year-old women, 40-something-year-old women. They're out there. They're putting themselves out there. You guys need to start talking to them. RD4254-7-7. Rome, today's my birthday. This is David, a.k.a. Big Dave. Well, happy birthday. Hey, Rome, men should also leave women who can't stop talking. I do. If you're a good man and you have a wife that's taking advantage of you, you should leave her. Because if you're legitimately a good man, all right, got a good job, very good provider, very respectful of women, take care of the family, all the goods, all the things that you should be doing as a real man. If you're doing all that and your wife's just taking advantage of you, you should leave. Because there's women everywhere that are just waiting for a good man so they can, live out their lives with a good man. They're all over I saw a bunch of them over the weekend, RD4254-7-7. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley is Romeo, RD4254-7-7. This dude was talking about his homie, right? I guess his homeboy's a good man, successful man, got a wife that takes advantage of him, spends all her time on TikTok or Instagram or something, doesn't do a lot around the house, right? What do I think about that? Well, I think you should leave. But, what are you going to do? RD4254-7-7. Hey, Romeo, I'm going to tell you right now, Any woman that tries to steal somebody else's man is a straight hoe. I had a woman steal my man, and now he's trying to come back to me because the grass isn't always greener on the other side. Okay. I'm going to tell you right now, sometimes it is. You guys always want to say that. The grass isn't greener. Now, I don't know about your situation. I need more details. But yeah, sometimes the grass is greener on the other side. There is somebody that will treat you better if you feel like you're being taken advantage of in your relationship. There is always somebody out there who will want you more and be there for you. RD4254-7-7. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo. RD4254-7-7. So like I said, a guy sent me a text message talking about being single. It's depending on the situation. I guess he has a friend that is married, and I guess his wife doesn't, she doesn't do a lot around the house. She doesn't, she's always on Instagram for hours and hours, doesn't really compliment him in the way that he compliments her. And he thinks that the guy should be out, should be single. He's a good man. He's a successful man. And he asked me what I thought. I think you should leave. I do. I think that there are, look at it like this. Some people do deserve each other, right? Because they're both kind of the same, narcissist or the same way, right? Some people are with people that take advantage of them. And I think that you should leave if you're being taken advantage of. Now, there's going to be hypocrisy there. If a woman leaves a man that takes advantage of her, she's a good woman and smart. But if a man does it, he's a loser and should have figured it out, right? I mean, there's going to be hypocrisy there, but who cares what people think, man? Go find your happiness. Don't sit there and deal with some nonsense because you feel obligated for society purposes. Roll out. RD4254-7-7. Hey, Romeo, let me tell you my story. I married a man who was good looking, successful, and he took advantage of me all the time. Now, I just want you to know, without sounding conceited, I'm a 9. I look good. I stay fit. I eat right. I stay healthy. I am a very, very attractive woman. My husband was a very, very attractive man, but he took me for granted. So I dumped him. I went and got me a regular dude. I went and got somebody that was successful, but didn't have the six-pack. Just a good, hardworking guy who really, really loves me now. He supports me. He takes care of me. He comes home every night. Not like my old husband who used to like to hang out without me. He always wants to be with me. So tell those women out there, if you out there getting taken advantage of by your man, go find you a hard-working man with a dad bod, because he will be on your side every day. I mean, she's not wrong. She's not wrong. All you smoke shows out there, 9s and 10s, you over here trying to date 6'2" with a six-pack, well, he knows he's good looking too. And to you, you're just another chick. To a 7? To a 7 with a job? Yeah, you're gonna be his queen. You're gonna be what he wants to be with and support every day of the week. Make your decisions. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valleys. Romeo, RD4254-7-7. Hey, Romeo, I believe the grass is greener on the other side, but it depends on the person. Do the same things, expect the same results. You're right about that. You are absolutely right about that. But here's the thing when I say that. The person that said the grass is on the other side is exactly what you're saying. They do the same things in the next relationship as they did in the previous relationship, and then they wonder why they get the same results. But here's the problem. If you're a good person, if you're a good partner, a good mate, a good spouse, and you're being taken advantage of by your current partner, spouse, mate, whatever, right? And you're not happy because of it, then the grass will be greener for you because you're already doing the right thing. And there is a partner out there, a spouse out there that wants somebody like you, and not because they want to take advantage of you. That is the problem that's the problem that we have here. Why don't you realize that? Why don't you realize that? RD425477 Rome, if he's putting in more into the relationship than she is, he's getting cheated. He needs to leave or go do his own thing. Well, if your wife spends more time on social media and on her phone, there's a good possibility she's cheating on you. If she's on TikTok, Instagram, what's the one? Snapchat is the real one. If your wife is on Snapchat, she's probably cheating on you in some form or fashion, okay? And what do? You leave and go find a woman who'd rather sit and be with you than be on her phone. That's all I'm saying, okay? And that was one of the big deals about this guy, that his wife spends most of her time on Instagram. But I mean, if your wife or husband, wants to do more, spend more hours without you than with you, then leave. There is somebody out there who wants to spend time with you, okay? If your wife is spending more time on social media, then what do you need to be there for? She's already got her own relationships on social media. Why don't you go find somebody who wants to live in the real world with you? You know what I'm saying? I don't know why you guys can't move on. It's kind of sad on both sides of both parts. It's sad. Somebody wants you. 100% guarantee it. Somebody wants you. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valleys. Romeo, RD425477. Yo, Rome. Let him slide, though, because he pays good. But even at 60 years old, these men still ain't. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What do you mean by that? Still ain't nothing. I'm not really sure what you mean by that. Let him slide, though, because he pays good, but I don't even know what that means, to be perfectly honest with you, what you're saying. RD425477. Let me see here. Romeo, I've been divorced for 3 years. My ex says I'll never find someone as good as her. Found another girl, and she was great. Well, I had enough red flags and left her too. Now my ex-wife wants me back, and I'm still telling her, no, I don't want you. So I'm like you said, the grass wasn't greener on the other side. When I see is a blooming garden, and the one that said I won't find someone as good as her is still jumping guy to guy, trying to find someone who's even closer to the man I am. Good luck. If you don't learn from your mistakes, history will repeat itself. Now I'm going to wait patiently for exactly what I want. I ain't going to settle for anything less. Yeah, you should never settle for anything less. You're absolutely right. That is the problem with most of you getting in relationships. You settle for something that you don't like because at some point you think you're never going to find somebody. Your insecurity starts to kick in and you feel like you're going to be alone forever. So you start to concede some of the things that you like for a partner. And you don't need to do that. Especially in a town like Bakersfield. You do not need to do that. Do you guys not go out and see what's available in Bakersfield? I'm out all the time. I know exactly what's available in Bakersfield. And there's a lot out there. Whether you're looking for a guy or a girl, there is a lot out there for you. And some of them are dogs. Some of them are hoes. Most of them are not. RD425477. So I'm with you, bro. Just keep waiting patiently. But I will tell you this. One of the things I want to tell you about waiting patiently. Okay, this is the problem that I think, and the disconnect in the conversation that we have when I say it's okay to be alone until you find the perfect person for you. That doesn't mean you can't date. That doesn't mean you can't have sex. That doesn't mean you have to just sit in your house and do everything by yourself until that right person comes along. It means you just play the game until that person comes along that you meet that has everything you want. It's that simple. The problem is you guys will start dating somebody, or you'll be out playing the game, the dating game, and then you get caught up and you start to lose focus on what you really want, and then you're in a bad relationship. You can't lose focus on what you really want. It's okay to date. It's okay to have sex. It's okay to have a good time. But once that right one, the person you absolutely want, comes along, then you go after that. That's what I mean, or that's what he should mean by waiting patiently. Okay? You guys can't go into every relationship looking for a permanent relationship. If you can date a crazy girl. You can date a girl that has red flags. Just don't marry her. Just don't settle down with her. But you can date her. Nothing wrong with that. RD42547-7. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo. What's going on?
Hey, good morning.
Hey, what's up?
The reason why I think that I disagree basically with what you're saying is that what if you meet a girl or a guy and they have those red flags that you're talking about, or what you consider to be red flags, and they're actually dating you because you meet all of the expectations that they want in a partner.
Well,
right?
Okay.
I mean, you're sleeping with them, you're dating them like you like them, going out to dinner, all these kind of things, and at the end of the day, that's not who you really, want to be with, then they're going to end up hurt.
Well, but it's not about them. It's about what you want. It's not about what they want. I mean, you have to look at your own happiness.
We can't live life and just, not consider other people's feelings.
Well, what is dating? I mean, but my point is, what is dating? Dating is out there looking for the person that you want to spend the rest of your life with, right? So if you're dating somebody and they're not somebody that you want, you're not going to date them forever. You're going to keep dating other people. I'm not saying you need to be in a relationship with somebody until you find somebody that meets your requirements. What I'm saying is you should be dating while you're looking for that person that meets your requirements.
And I guess we can disclose that when we're dating in that fashion, and somebody's not meeting your requirements. You can let them know, hey, I enjoy your company, but don't think this is gonna. I'm not looking for anything serious with you in particular.
Well, yeah, I don't disagree with that. I think you're right about that. Nobody's I'm not saying lie to anybody. I'm just saying don't believe that you can't have everything you want. And when you're looking for that you just have to sit there by yourself till it comes along. I'm saying you can still date. You can be out. I'm not saying to lie to anybody. No, absolutely not. So
yeah. I think that there are certain people that, when I was dating, I would have fun with them, and go out with them because they were my fun people.
Yeah.
And then I would have, certain people that I would go do family things with or whatever, and those are the people that, I would potentially date that were serious. So I guess, I did it too.
Okay.
And the outcome was that, I was able to choose somebody that I matched with. So, I get it, but, we just have to be careful, right?
I see what you're saying, but you got to understand, when you're out, the dating is a game. And you're out there looking for what what you want. And if that other person gets what they want out of you, and you get what you want out of them, then you got a match. It's hard to find that, but there's no reason to settle.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for calling. All right, bye. There you go. RD42547-7. I just see so many of you settle. I see so many of you settle. My friends, people that we talk to on the radio, you settle, you're unhappy, and then somebody cheats or something goes wrong, and then here you are again, Or I see like this guy who says his homeboy's with a successful man who loves his wife, but she takes advantage of him. Why should he have to put up with that? He shouldn't. He should leave. Because there's a woman out there that won't take advantage of you. There's a woman out there that will put just as much into the relationship and want you just as you want her. It's out there. It's out there even in Bakersfield. The problem is this, and I'll tell you this because it's from personal experience. You meet people in Bakersfield that are wrong, that are bad people, that don't align with what you want to do in your relationship lifestyle, okay? And then you blame everybody in Bakersfield. I've hung out with some dudes that I'm like, man, this is a toxic relationship. Our toxic circle of friends and a toxic situation of friends to be around. Then you go find the right friends to be around. And you'd be amazed how everything changes. You guys know what I'm talking about. RD4254-7-7. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the Rhythm of the Valley's Romeo. Good morning, out. What's going on?
Yo, Romeo.
What up, man?
Hey, man, you right, buddy. These people don't understand. It's a game out here. You got to play the game to win, bro. this last chick talking about, I forget they feelings, dog. I'm out here trying to get what I got coming to me.
Yeah, that's it sounds kind of harsh, but it is true, and that's why I had to tell her that, because it is about, that's why, it is about your feelings and what you want, not theirs.
It is. We all trying to get what we can get out here in the game of love. Yeah. But what I tell these dudes out here is, hey, if you a guy that can get chicks, and a guy who can get chicks don't have problems getting chicks. So if you settling, that means you only having one chick out here. These chicks don't know. If you a top tier guy, you can have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 women, and they will share you. You do not have to. You do not have to tell these girls, I want to be with you and only you, Romeo. The problem is, a lot of these dudes just don't know how to be honest about it.
Well, okay, let's be honest about what we're talking about. We're not talking about just getting some. We're talking about it. If you want to settle down, you can find the right woman. That's what I'm trying to get at. But I understand what you're saying, because they trying to get theirs too. That's the problem with the conversation that she just said. Is she talking about feelings, but that woman's trying to get what she wants too. She ain't worried about feelings, or she wouldn't have red flags.
Yep.
So,
hey, Romeo, we all looking for a starting point guard, but I'm inviting 4 or 5 of them to camp to see who's gonna battle for the starting position. You feel me?
What is wrong with you, man?
All right, bro.
I did 4.1, the Rhythm of the Valley's Romeo, already 4254-7-7. What do you got here? Good morning, Rome. Hey, off topic. I'm divorced, 43 years old. Where do 40-year-olds go to find other single 40-year-old women? I feel like I'm older than most of these girls that I see around that are single. They seem like they're in their 20s, and to know anybody has a spot to go for women my age. It's not the gym, because those, they're way too young. Anyway, just curious. I can tell you about 5 places to go now. You can always, but you got to look for them. You can hit up Luigi's on a Saturday. Always a great place to find an older group of women or 40 years old hanging out. Like I found out, when I went to Pyrenees on Saturday after Luigi's, that 40-year-olds are there in groups. Rancho, believe it or not, out there, Rancho Grande Restaurant out there off of Allen. I think that one. Let's see, Social House, always a great place. I see them hanging out. Saunders on a weekend. There's a lot of places where these types of women, when you're looking for 40-year-olds, you got to go to places that have a nice atmosphere and have a nice setting. 40-year-olds are not going to the club or to the hot spots for the most, though at least the ones you're looking for aren't going out. So yeah, there's a few spots out there, places like that. I haven't been to the Padre in a while, but I'm going to bet the Padre has a nice little 40-year-old happy hour. All right, 842-547-7. What do you got here? Hey, Rome, I think it's Bakersfield. Honestly, I have a sugar daddy who's 60 something, and he cheated on me. How could a sugar daddy cheat on you? The reason you have a sugar daddy is just to pay your bills. It is not a relationship. How does a sugar daddy cheat on you? That might be you. Hey, Rome, you are spot on. Enjoy the single life and keep your feelings aside. And once you find that one that gives you butterflies and she's what you want, you got to be mature enough to realize it and cut off the roster when the time is right. Absolutely. That's a great way to put it. That's a great way to put it. RD 4254-7-7. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley is Romeo. All right, 842-54-7-7. Hey, Romeo, let me tell you about the single life in Bakersfield. I am a 45-year-old man. I got a good job. I own a home. I'm pretty hardworking. There are so many divorced 40-somethings out here that are still looking good. It's prime pickings. What's it? Prime pickings? Yeah. You'd be surprised if this is for the guy that said he was 43 and divorced, where he goes to find 40-somethings. He doesn't want youngsters. Well, there's a lot of 40-somethings, 40 plus out here in Bakersfield. They stay fit, they eat healthy, they look good. They're running around in their Lululemons looking for you. I mean, there's a lot of them out here, man. Bakersfield's a good place if you are, what's middle age now? 40? Is 40 middle age? 30? What's middle age? Yeah. They're out there. Already 4254-7-7. Good morning, Romeo. Yo, I have a single sister who only had 3 partners in her life. She's still waiting patiently for the right guy to come into her life. All her kids are grown. Her last boyfriend lives in Florida with his parents and isn't willing to live here. She isn't willing to move over there. She doesn't go out, goes to work back home. She cooks, cleans as well. What recommendations do you have to meet someone? She just turned 45 this month. My recommendation is go out. I mean, go out and do stuff. Go with friends. Go to places. I mean, I don't really want to tell the story, but I might have to because I have a friend that's your sister. She's out dating again, right? And she's making the same mistake your sister's doing. Another state. Okay? I didn't want to tell her this, but maybe she'll hear this. If you are not planning to leave Bakersfield, okay, then stop looking for a man outside of Bakersfield. Okay? That's just bottom line. Stop looking. You're just causing more problems for yourself, okay? Get off the dating app. Stop looking. You're making it worse for yourself, okay? RD 4254-7-7, but you got to get out, man. I mean, I was out all weekend. I was probably about 5 or 6 different restaurants and bars. People are everywhere, okay? Go out during the day. Don't go out at night. Go out during the day to a lot of the spots that Bakersfield people go to. That's where you're going to find your age range, okay? Do you really want to find, let me ask you this question, okay? Would you rather find a guy out at happy hour with a job that knows he's got to go home because he's got to work in the morning? Or would you rather find a guy that's out at 2 a.m. getting sloshed, acting like a clown at 45 years old? You got to know what you're working with. It's that simple. So you want me to give your sister advice? Go out. Go out to some of the restaurants that I just told you about where people hang out. Go out during the afternoons. Go out on, to places where people go regularly during, Saturday afternoon. It's just, you guys are looking at the wrong thing. You're 45 years old trying to think like a 25-year-old. That's the problem, okay? RD 4254-7-7. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo. Already 4254-7-7. How, Rome? I had a female I dated just twice. She asked me for $1,000, and a lot of these females be trying to get bills paid. Well, that's probably a red flag then. You got to stop dating them. That's a good reason to stop dating them. All right. Hey, Rome, that girl's sugar daddy maybe found a better sugar baby. But besides all that, these damn girls that are sugar babies don't need to get need to get a life and get a real job. No, they don't. I don't have a problem. Why would you have a problem if a guy who has a lot of money doesn't mind taking care of a woman, and it's just she's gonna do what he wants because it's a financial gain? Why do you care? Why are they? They're both consenting adults. They know what they want to do. They know what they want. Okay. Some women don't want to work and they want to live a certain lifestyle. Okay. Why? Who cares? Why are you mad at that? All right. Because if any one of you had enough money, you would want the exact same thing. All right. 842-547-7 Rome. I'm newly divorced, so I haven't found the spots yet. Thanks for the info, though, Rome. Yeah, go ahead. I told you where to go. There's some spots to hit up. If you guys are looking for something, I can tell you where to go. Hey, Rome, if you're not serious about a relationship, then dating apps are okay. I met a lot of women dating apps from out of town. LA is a hotbed for single 40-year-olds. I've had a lot of fun. But if you're looking to settle down in a serious relationship, then yes, stay right here in Bakersfield. Absolutely. Romeo, it's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo. What's going on?
Romeo, only men who have a problem with taking care of women or providing for women are broke men.
Wait, say that one more time.
I said that that the only men that have a problem with women wanting to stay home and take care of them are broke men.
100% agree with 100%.
It's the truth, because that's why they're complaining, because they know they can't afford those women.
You ain't lying. Absolutely right.
They want them, but they can't afford them. And they want to convince us that, if you have kids, or if you've been married before, or if you have this and that, then you don't qualify. Baby, I qualify all day.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%.
Pretty and got grown kids and all that. And I ain't ever had a problem with getting a man to provide.
Exactly. I 100% agree with you.
Bums and dusties who don't want to provide. And it's in the catch-22 on all of it is, I'm a whole nurse and I still want to be at home. I work when I want to work. If me and my man be like, okay, we're going to plan this trip, I'll go get me a quick, contract job and work for a couple months, help him out with that if I want to, or have extra spending money, and sit my butt right back at home. Oh, well, if you can't afford it, go shop at the store. You can't afford Target, go to Walmart, okay? That's what it is.
I agree with you. It's like the same. It's like I always say about Broco. The guy who created Broco was the one who always had to go home alone because his boys knew how to get women. It's stupid. It's stupid.
Yeah, but I ain't never had a problem. I don't know who and what men they out here talking to or what women they talking to, but baby, I have children with an S, and I have never had a problem at all.
All right. Well, thanks for calling. I appreciate it.
All right.
I agree with the 100%. It's you broke dudes that want to degrade some woman who wants to be a sugar baby because you can't get it. I mean, let's really break it down. If you really want to break it down, sugar daddies can literally have, if you have enough money, you can have whatever type of woman you want. She could be hot as hell. She could be young, old, whatever. And she'll never do you dirty because she knows you got the money because she don't want to work. You'll marry him. You may not. But don't get mad. Don't get mad because you just a regular dude who has to get a regular chick. And both you guys have to work. And that means she can do whatever she want. You can do whatever you want because you know what? Ain't nobody got more than the other. And that's the majority of relationships. So don't get mad. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo. What did you text me here? Rome, would you say a good spot to go for a 30 to 40-year-old woman are the same as the 45-year-olds? Yeah. Why? If you're a 30 to 40-year-old woman who's looking to find a decent guy, why would you not go where 45-year-olds hang out? I mean, I'm just curious. I'm not sure why you're asking me that question. You might have to be a little bit more. You might have to explain a little bit more about that question. Hey, Rome, I stay single because I have a boat. Took out some girls, found out some had boyfriends, said they didn't. Moral of the story is don't date these Bakersfield girls. Foreign girls is where it's at. Okay. I'm going to tell you right now. 100%, there is nothing wrong with most men and women in Bakersfield. Okay? For most, there's nothing wrong. It also depends on the age range. But younger people are stupid anyway. So that age range kind of fits every town. You know? I'm just saying that if you're going to try to sit there and say Bakersfield doesn't have good men and women, then you're 100% completely wrong. You're just going to the wrong places. It's on you. If you're one of those people that is listening right now and thinks Bakersfield has bad men and it's on you and the places that you're going and what you're looking for. Okay? You got to know what you're working with. And if you're not planning on leaving this town, you plan on living here and staying the rest of your life, you better find the right place to get the right partner, or you're going to be miserable and you're going to be having this conversation on the radio for the rest of your relationships. It's Romeo. It's Hot 84.1. 84.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo. All right, 842-547-7. What'd you tell me about being single? Oh, somebody asked me, would you say a good spot to go for a 30 or 40-year-old woman or the same as a 45-year-old? I'm a 35-year-old divorced, hardworking. I'm a 35-year-old divorced, hardworking man. I would date a woman anywhere between 30 and 40. Oh, I see. You're 45 you're 35 or 45 years old, but I don't go out very much. I'm just asking where are the good spots. I mean, I was at a lot of good weekend that I hadn't been to in a while, and yeah. You know, Saturdays, Luigi's always a great spot to go hang out on Saturdays. Pyrenees a great spot on Saturdays. You go out there. Social house during happy hour, early evenings before, when people around that age range are out. You know, Saunders always has a great, especially on when did they do? Saunders does what is it? Brunch, something like that. I know Rancho, a lot of people go out to Rancho out there off of Allen on happy hours. What you got to look for mainly is you have to look for some of these people, singles between their 30s, 40s, 50s that hang out in some of these restaurant bars where it's not a younger crowd. And Rosedale's a good place. That's where a lot of the Rosedale-ish area. So yeah. Already 42547-7. It's Romeo. It's Hot 84.1. Hot 84.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo. Already 42547-7. Hey Romeo, why are all these divorced people asking you where to go? Don't be sending them out to single spots. We don't want no divorced people out there hitting on us. Why? What's wrong with divorced people? Sometimes things don't work out, just like relationships. You know, why? If you've gone through 4 or 5 relationships, you're just as bad as somebody that's gone through a divorce, right? You got the same issues, the same problems. You know, maybe it's not you, maybe it's them. What are you talking about? What's wrong with divorced people being out and about again, trying to find the love of their life? Why are they the problem? How come you're not the problem? Nobody's saying that about people who are divorced. You never know why they got divorced. You never know what happened. Some people actually just, after a certain amount of time, don't want to be with each other anymore for any other reason that the relationship has run its course. You know, so what are you talking about? Already 42547-7. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo. All right. What you sent me here? 842-547-7. Ha ha ha. Rome burn. 4 or 5 relationships is worse than 1 divorce. 4 or 5 relationships is worse than one divorce. If you've been in 4 or 5 legitimate relationships that you believe was going to be the one and it didn't work out, you're the problem. And that is worse than one divorce. Absolutely. All right, 842-547. I'm glad you got the joke, man. Somebody sent this text with, Rome, I would never date a divorced woman. You don't know what kind of baggage they bring. You're right. They have some baggage, but you're 100% wrong. I tell you that this is the stupidity and the logic of every single one of you with this attitude. And I say the same thing about single moms. There are more single moms out there that realize, hey, I had a child with a man that was the wrong man. And so they work their asses off to be better as a mom, better as a person, and raise that child. All they're looking for is a man to be on their side. And not necessarily even take care of the child, but to be an equal to them, and they will do anything for you. And you guys are too stupid to know that. And the same thing with a divorced woman. I'm not saying, sometimes a divorced woman knows better than a non-married woman. And you guys are over here chasing that non-married because you think that's that's better? No. You want to go with experience. Because sometimes experience is better than non-experience. RD4254707. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo. Hey, Rome, can you text me that list of places to go? I'm driving. Oh, you must be, to go find single women or single men or both? Let's go to any place in Rosedale. Everything's popping, man. And what's going on with Bakersfield, by the way? Every place I've been going lately has been packed. People everywhere, all the time. What's going on with that? It just seems like everybody's out right now. Maybe you don't want to stay home because it's 105 degrees. I don't understand it at all. What's happening here? RD4254707. He wants a list of places to go. Go to any bar, restaurant, locally owned bar and restaurant in Bakersfield, in Rosedale. Go out there, all the spots. Okay, you don't need my list. RD4254707. It's crazy though, man. Everybody's for some reason. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if everybody got their check early or what. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo. RD42547. Okay, what'd you send me here? Hey, Rome, I'm 42. I'm divorced. Been over 7 years now. Talking to a woman for about 4 years. She asked why I haven't tried to marry her. I told her until she learned to put the phone down, what's the point? She's a single mom with one child, but she and her phone on Instagram and TikTok more than she pay me or her child any attention. My divorce was because of social media. Someone like my ex wife's picture and started liking all the pictures and posts. She looks into his profile, thought he had it better than me. Now she has 3 kids. I'm the first, 3 babies. I'm the first baby daddy. She's been engaged 5 times, divorced twice. I told the woman I've been talking to, I refuse to marry someone like that again. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing, absolutely nothing wrong with that. You're absolutely right. I mean, when it comes to social media, I'm going to tell you guys this right now, and you don't want to hear it because I don't know if you're too insecure, you let society trick you, or I don't know what it is. But if you want somebody that's going to pay more attention to you than a phone, you can find it out there. You can. Don't let people fool you to think that the phone controls everybody and everything. Okay? You can't trust no woman with a phone. You can't trust a woman who's always on her phone. You can't. I'm sorry, you can't do it. But if you're going to stay with that woman, you're going to have to accept what happens, Let her be on the phone. Let her be on the phone and just do you. But if you can't trust them. RD4254777. Hey, Rome, let me tell you what I did with my wife always being on the phone. It started to get to me a couple of years ago. So what I started doing was making plans to do stuff. And I would just tell her, hey, I'm going out to do such and such. Do you want to go? That way she had to make a decision on what she was going to do. That's how I learned she really wanted to be with me. And now she's still on the phone, but not as much. But I make plans to do stuff and just tell her, I'm going to do this. You're invited. She started going with me, started using the phone less and less. Well, wouldn't she just use the phone when she's with you? Or it's a great idea. I mean, if your wife or your husband's not paying attention to you, you start making plans to do stuff without them and then invite them. I mean, that makes sense. It's a good plan. Hey, I'm not going to sit around and just watch you be on the phone. If you don't want to, communicate with me, I'm out. Hanging out with people that want to communicate with you, right? That's a good plan. It's not 4.1.